y'all, it's K Divine coming back with another message. Your enemy celebrated too early. They thought that they thought they won prematurely. And you know, from the outside looking in, they was just about there. They really did almost have you, honestly. They really did. But what they did not expect, they did not expect for you to become awakened to what was really happening. They did not expect you to heal. They did not expect you to do the inner work that you needed to do in order to become the person that you are currently becoming. They did not expect that. So we've talked before about how your enemies have been watching you for a really long time. They think that they know you so well, but what they thought they knew is really the unhealed you. It's the one that craves validation. It's the one that needs people to say you're doing a good job. It's that person. That's the person who they've made all of these plans against. And the crazy part is that the people who sold you out, your family, your friends, they all knew that there was some fucked up shit that happened to you when you were a child. Your family is doing this to you, like the way that they did this to you and, you know, try to abandon you. They're doing that to try to silence you as well. Like, they're also your enemies because they don't want people to look at them and say like, well, how could you do this to this person? How could you do this to your daughter? How could you do this to your son? They need you to look like the bad person in the situation. They were hoping that by all of this happening to you, that it would not only make you crumble and fall, but it would make you come back crawling to them. You know, it would make you feel obligated to beg them for a chance. I need some place to stay at. I just need, they wanted you to beg because they already been going around telling people that you were a bum, that you were stupid, that you couldn't handle your money, that you didn't know what you were doing with your life, that you was a hoe, you sleep around with everybody. That's the rhetoric that they were telling everyone in order to, they wanted people to look at you in a bad light so that when things did start to crumble in your life that they looked credible. So you have to understand that they celebrated far too early. They celebrated your downfall months and years ago. They were like, yeah, this plan is going to work. Yeah, this is going to be great. But right now, these people are panicked. These people are panicking. They're having sleepless nights. They are not able to eat. Some of them are sick. I think I said that in my last video. Like, some of them are hiding illnesses right now. Some of them have been sending you spell work and magic and all this other stuff towards you to make you succumb to all of the lies and stuff that they said about you. But now all that stuff is backfiring and they are sick. They are struggling. They're not having a good time. They're having a hard time convincing people now of all the things that you said, all the things they said about you. They're like, well, didn't you say that you didn't have any money because this person has been begging you and asking you for money, but you guys haven't spoken in months, so why are you still having financial problems? People are finding out right now that you were never the problem. You were never the problem, and they're starting to understand that as we speak. As you're watching this, people are coming into the understanding and realization that you were never the issue, that you were the scapegoat. They needed to blame somebody. They needed to blame somebody so that they didn't have to take accountability. And we've talked multiple times about narcissistic people and how accountability is something they will never do. They will never take accountability because it's never their fault. Narcissists don't believe that anything that they do is wrong. Narcissists believe that they are justified in their actions always, even though deep down inside, they know what they're doing is wrong. And the consequences of their actions always catch up to them at some point. The narcissist can never outrun their karma. Even though when you were with them, like, that's part of the reason why your life started to go to hell when you was with those people, and it was because you were absolving some of their karma. Like, the karma that was supposed to be hitting them, it was hitting you, and it was being misplaced. This is why it was also easier for that narcissist to utilize your struggle as a means to try to say that you were unstable and that that you're stupid and all the other stuff they've been saying about you. They were using their karma that was supposed to be hitting them, that was hitting you, to justify their rhetoric about you, how you really are. And so while they can masquerade and pretend like they were you and playing in your energy and playing as if they were just like how you truly are, how you truly show up in this world. But now this shit is backfiring big time because the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. And partially the truth is coming out because of how you look. Like, I keep telling y'all don't look like what y'all been through. And that's really pissing some people off because they're like, well, didn't you say that they didn't you say they was on drugs, and didn't you say they was crazy? But it's like they keep saying that you crazy, but no one has any evidence of you doing anything crazy. They don't have no evidence of you stealing. They don't have no evidence of you lashing out at no one. They don't have any evidence of you just, going out in the streets and screaming, and they don't have nothing on you. And now people are starting to be like, okay, so what's really going on? And they scrambling, trying to find something to hang on to, something to cling on to, because they know that the truth is coming out, and they know it's over for them. They know that once the truth finally comes out, it's over. They're not going to be able to make it past that because they've been telling too many lies for too long. When the lights come on in the situation, it's over for them. You can't go around messing with people's lives, speaking negativity over someone's life and think that you're going to get blessed. These people thought that they were going to be elevated by tearing you down. They forget that what you reap is what you sow is what you will reap. You'll reap what you sow. I know what the fuck I was trying to say. You sow bad seeds, and then you think that you're going to have a bountiful harvest? How so? You spread lies and gossip about someone thinking that that's going to make you look better in the end. The truth won't come out in the end, even if that person did crash out. Even if that person did have a difficult time and faltered and fell, the truth will come out eventually. And when the truth does come out and people see the type of person that you truly are, people going to stop trusting you. I've been getting downloads that whole communities are turning against people right now. So all of those people who turned against you, they're turning against the people who lied on you right now. They like, They like, no, we gonna go support this person because you told us that this person was this, and that, and now we're finding out that that's not true. They're turning against them now. So these people who lied on you they don't have any friends right now. They're having a hard time getting anyone to believe anything they say, even about stuff that's actually true. People are like, all you ever do is lie. That's all you do. They're not even concerned with what this person has to say anymore. This person is now starting to feel this. Okay, I've been getting the Five of Pentacles, and I'm like, what is this Five of Pentacles? Somebody is in this isolated energy now. Like I said, they can't. No one trusts them. People are giving them the cold shoulder. They feel like they're being left out in the cold now because nobody wants to listen to them because they talk so much about you. And even still, like, you're probably out of the situation and have been for a while, but they keep trying to bring you up in the situation and say, well, the collective this and the collective that and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, okay, but the collective has been gone for months. So what are you talking about? The collective hasn't spoken to you in years. So what are you talking about? That person is gone. That person has not done anything to you now. Even if they did in the past, like, okay, why can't you move forward from there? They're having a hard time covering up their jealousy and their envy and how much they really just truly dislike you. They're having a hard time making themselves look like the innocent party. They can't do it anymore. It's not gonna work anymore. It's just not. They think that whatever they said was gonna come true, and it's not. Everything is backfiring, and they're scared. They're scared of what this means. This is why, for some of you, this is why the gang stalking has gotten heavier, and it's because they're afraid. One, because you move in silence. You don't tell people where you going and what you doing and what time you doing it. You just go and move, and that scares them because they don't know what you're gonna do next. They don't know, like, when you wake up in the morning, you're not mad, you're not angry, you're just ready to, rock and roll and get out of this situation and be done with this. So you're doing everything that you can to be productive. And these people are mad about that because they were hoping that after everything that they did to try to destroy you, that you would be out on your ass, that you would be sitting here giving up on yourself and saying, like, I guess I'm just not good enough. But see, what they forgot, what they didn't understand was that you understand something deeper. You see this from a higher perspective, and that you understand that if somebody got to get a whole group of people together to go up against you, if they got to do all of this, if they have to infiltrate your home, your children, your relationships, if they got to do all of that, if they have to do all of that in order to destroy you, then you got to be something special. Because we talk about it all the time. Thieves don't rob empty homes. Thieves do not rob empty homes. People do not do stuff like this to people that they don't see as a threat or they don't see as important. Okay? If you weren't important, if you weren't valuable, these people wouldn't even be bothered by you. And you got to understand too, them gang stalkers, those enemies that's been watching you for a really long time, they are confused by you. They don't know, they've never encountered something like you before. And it's your resilience. They hate that. They hate your resilience. They hate that you're able to wake up every morning, regardless of what your situation is, and praise God. They hate that you can get up every day, and no matter what, you get up and you go and do whatever it is you need to do. They can't do that. There are days where they can't get out of bed. They not even going through half of the shit that you were going through, and half of them are crying in a corner somewhere, looking crazy. People are like, are you all right? They lost a little bit of money, and here they go, losing they whole fucking mind. One of their friends decided not to be friends with them, and now they throwing a whole temper tantrum online, talk about I guess loyalty ain't loyal no more. I guess we not friends no more. They going in, but it's like, you went through so much more, and you were silent. You accepted the things for what they were, and you let them go, you let them be. And then folks just don't understand that. They don't understand how you just keep moving forward and how you let stuff roll off your back. They don't see all the inner work that you've had to do in order to be at this point. So be proud of yourself. They celebrated too early, and you're going to be celebrating soon. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be the one happy. You're going to be the one fulfilled. And they're going to be the ones sitting there looking real stupid. They're going to be the ones having to say whatever it is that they say it with your chest. Say it with your whole chest. Say it with your whole chest. Sorry, somebody's yelling. Try to figure out what the hell going on. But say they gon' fuck around and find out. It's all right. They celebrated way too early, and you gonna end up being the victor in this situation. But I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon. It's your girl K Divine. Bye.